Okay, I will share my slide. For our module 3, now let's look at this load map here. We are week 12. So today there will be a group work. I would say 2 to 3 people is fine. I will provide the main item for you guys to practice brainstorming about the fact and the information about the object. You will use online board. Today I create the template, but you will need to like copy it and put in your own group template. I will explain that a bit later, okay? And then that will be an assignment that is due before 11 p.m. tonight, okay? That's one thing. After that, I will allow you guys to work in a group for, let's say, an hour. And then I will ask you guys to join the main room to let me explain about the final assignment of our module 3, which is the last one. Okay. For a student who joined but haven't checked attendance, please type your name in the chat for me. Okay. Then next week is gonna be our consult time, as well as the following week, week 14. Then your assignment, there will be a due date for it, right? Before our week 15. This time, each group need to create a video, which I will explain in detail later, okay? Week 15 will be the week that we all come here together online, and we will watch video from another section, and we will assess their presentations. That's the big picture of our module 3. Okay. Let me skip here. Okay. For last week, we have practiced until like the 3rd step, right? So this week, I will invite you guys to practice to the 4th step as well, which is innovation by choosing the concept from individual proposed design, okay? I suggest to practice negotiation and suggestion discussion. There are many things, just discussion. Okay, the main thing is discussion. Okay. Which concept we're gonna use for our group design? Okay. Last time you practiced like individual design, right? This time I would like you guys to practice discussion within your group member. Which concept we're gonna bring to our group design? Okay. I heard a student join. If you haven't checked attendance, please type your name in the chat box for me. Okay. This is an example, okay? So last week, you practiced integrate the information about the main item. Last week was the umbrella, right? And some characteristic from cat. So that's the idea from member 1. And then there are my idea from each individual, right? This week, I would like to encourage you guys to discuss among your members which concept you're gonna propose as a group, okay? So that's the additional step for this activity assignment today. Uh, The difference than last week was last week you submit your idea, right? The name of the assignment is activity assignment, my idea, right? But this week there will be 2 assignments, which it actually this the one thing as a whole, but in additional to submit just your own, there is another assignment on LEB2 to submit as a group. Like you can submit the link of Miro or Canva, but make sure that you gave the permission for me to see the link, because there is a permission that you need to set that anyone who have a link can view it, something like that. Okay, please make sure you do that. So a representative of a member in each group need to submit the one that said on the LEB2, the assignment integrative group. One person need to set up the group having the member name. Okay. Oh, too fast. The main topic for today, the whole like miracle of thinking sections, we will have the same main item, which is a shopping cart. Okay. In our mind, we could imagine about the problem that we face when we use it, or the limitation that we notice when we use it. Why your team could select one fruit, one type of fruit. It doesn't have to be in this picture, okay? It can be other fruit. Your team pick one, okay? And then pick one type of insect. Similarly, it doesn't have to be only in this picture. It could be other insect as well. A student asked me whether spider is considered as insect. I said, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Meaning that for today practice problem, the main item of every group gonna be a shopping cart. The fruit, each group pick one. The insect, each group pick one. Okay. This is example of online board. So you will have main item, sub item number 1, which is fruit, sub item number 2, which is insect. And then we encourage you to organize the idea into like topics, okay? And you don't have to like put all of them into categories, but at least the one that you're gonna use, please put them into category before you use it. Oh, actually this one before that one. On the left here is individual idea. For example, your group have 2 people, then you will have individual proposed design of the shopping cart. Each person propose the design, then you discuss within your team. From our group, are we gonna combine all the concept that each person design, or we gonna pick some concept and develop the proposed design of our group? Meaning that you will have group conclusion, okay? The part that you're gonna submit in LEB2 will be the individual work and also the group conclusion, but submit in 2 different assignment. I mean, it's not different, but 2 separate assignment, okay? I think that's clear. Regarding the assessment rubric, I will look into whether you identify distinctive feature, uniqueness of each item, meaning that for today's activity, since you have main items, you have 2 sub items, I will look whether you identify the features of each item and whether there are different perspectives about each item. For example, whether you record about the appearance of the items. It could be about the shape, the functions, the technology that is used for the shopping cart, for example, and the materials that is used. Okay. So that's a meaning of like different aspect of brainstorming information. Okay. This as a group, I will assess as a group. Okay. Regarding the key concept and categorizing, organizing ideas, that there are many, right? After brainstorming, I will assess whether you categorize idea into the main topic, okay? And the product is clearly related to the key concept when you design, when you propose design. Number 3. This number 3 will be the individual part that you submit your proposed idea. So each person need to submit this on LEB2, okay? Each student. I will see whether you present the idea or thoughts with clear description, okay? And the concept of the shopping cart in this case, and whether it is stand out from others. Okay. The 4th part will be, this is the additional part from last assignment, which is build a concept from participant decision making. So you need to discuss within your member whether which concept you're going to use for your group design. Okay, it's like a conclusion of the team. Okay, will be our final design. Okay, I heard a student Joy. If you haven't checked attendance, please type your name in the chat box for me. So that's all the rubric. The due date is by today before 11 p.m. This due date is also for individual work as well as the group work. Okay. So your team, I suggest your team to discuss with the member who gonna submit the group. It could be the link and then you save it as a PDF and then submit it, but just make sure that you allow others that is not within the link team to be able to see it. Okay, just give permission as well. Okay, otherwise I will have to ask in the live group later, like, oh, this group, please give permission to me. And this part, I will stop here first. I will not go to the final assignment right now. I will let you guys set up the team, and then I will allow some time for you guys to brainstorming together. The brainstorming part, I would suggest around like 15 minutes. And then your team help each other see whether it is have different aspect for each item. If it yes, then you could continue with the categorizing and organizing the idea, right? But if not, then you give your team couple minutes to work on the brainstorming before move on to the organizing idea. Let me see here. Okay. I would say a group of 2 to 3 people is fine. If anyone doesn't have group, I encourage you guys to type in the chat so that you could join other people group. Okay. Okay, I received your message on the chat. Okay. Let me share with you the Milo template that you could use, or your team could use Canva as well. I don't mind. Let me share it right now. Let's see. But this is a template that I suggest you to copy because I don't know how many group we're gonna have. Okay, let me get my robot coming up here. Myro.com. Let's see. Right. Okay. Let me share my screen right now. Okay. So this is the Miro board that you could copy. When you copy, you could like click here, the cursor, and then you could cover everything. You make a new Miro board, and then you copy everything there, okay, to use it. Okay. This one is just a template for every group. You could brainstorm about the shopping cart, and your team select one fruit as well as select one insect, and then you brainstorm about it. After brainstorm, also please write the team member name corresponding to the color that you use. This color is not correct. Okay. So you will need to change the color corresponding to the name of each student. Okay. After that, allow yourself to brainstorm for at least, I would say, 15 minutes. And then you see about the different aspect of it. If the aspect is already covered, minimum of like around 3 aspects, then you could move on to this categorizing ideas part. And then that will be the individual. So each student need to propose individual design. This part is the part that you also submit on the LEB2. Okay. And as a group, you could submit the link that you give the permission. For example, when you share it, right, you need to give the permission. Anyone with a link, you need to let them be either viewer or commenter. Otherwise, if it is no access, then I could not access it. Okay. So make sure before you submit the link, you need to adjust this part here. That's the group part. Okay. After you propose the design, then please select concept from individual design. You want to select which part of this person, which part, or you want to combine only two, just provide a listen, okay? And you discuss within your team. So this is the additional part that I suggest you guys to practice. Okay. Okay. I will send this template for you so that you could copy it, or you could make your own Canva board. That's fine for me. Okay. In addition to that, I want to share the LEB2 here, how you submit it here, right? So module 3, this one, to submit as a group, one member need to make group, and then you add one student already make it, right? You can see example here. So this is group Power Ranger. Okay. So they could submit group work, right? And for the individual part, you submit it here, individual. Okay, so each student need to submit it. You could use the frame here, and then you capture the part of individual design, and then you submit it on LEB2. Okay. Ui. I will share this board to you guys in the Zoom chat box. Zoom. Okay. This one is the Milo template about the insect and fruit. Do we need to choose whatever we like, or do we need to choose among your set for us, Ajahn? You can choose whatever your team like. You could select your own fruit that your team like, and then your own insect that your team interested. Mm. You doesn't have to pick from the photos that I have in the slide, no. And let's see, anything else you have about this activity assignment? There is one thing that I'm gonna ask about this one. Since I think I will open the breakout room for you guys, but I think it might be chaos if I let you guys choose the room without knowing which number you're gonna go. So could you please type in the chat box if you already know the member, right? You could type your nickname, is okay, and then you type in the chat box. For example, first group gonna be Cassie, right, and Sitpiang. Then the first group that type, I'm gonna let you guys be group number 1, for example. This one just for breakout room number. That's all. It's not about like assessment right now, because you will need to set the group in the LEB2, right? Yeah. Or the other way, I'm not sure which one easier. You could type in the chat box here. Or you could make the group in the LEB2, and then we could see from that as well. Like, okay, our ranger gonna be group 1, for example. Group of 2 to 3 people. 2 ถึง 3 คน Meanwhile, I will save my slide, and then I will send in the live group, okay, for everyone. And let's see, should I based on the LEB2 or based on the Zoom chat, the group number? Let me see. I heard a student just joined. I think I can base on LEB2. Yeah, because you guys already make the group in the LEB2. Let's do that. I will speak it out, okay? Meanwhile, anyone who haven't checked the attendance, please type your name for me. I will check the attendance for you.
Okay, hello.
Yeah,
Yeah, I typed my name and you haven't responded yet.
I see it.
I
I see it.
replied.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, in case anyone just joined, there is an activity of 2 to 3 students in the group. Right now, some people already make the group in the LEB2. Okay, if you just join, you could type in the chat box if you doesn't have group yet, so we could cooperate. Let me read out group number for you right now. Let me see on the LEB2. So group 1 gonna be Pathanit and Anongnat. Group 2 gonna be Cassie and Sitpiang. Group 3, Sigma, Kritaya, and Sikanchaya. What is that? Group 3. Okay. Group 4, gonna be Jen. Okay, which are Bunyavi and Jirapat. So we already have 4 group. Oh, okay. Group 5 gonna be, how can I read this one? Awui, Kim and Hanashot. 1 2 3 4 5นับถูกใช่ไหม Okay. Group 6 gonna be Patrick and วงศพัฒน์ Lang AFC. Difficult to understand. Okay. Group 6. Okay. Group 7 will be Pornpanit, Nalin, and Araya. Group 8, Dan. Am I correct? Dan. Wait. 6, 7. Group 8, Dan, right? Nathavat and Kritipum. Group 9, Love, PY, PV, PRN. Okay. Taksin, Titiwut, and Nathapat. Okay. เริ่ม Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 9. 9 group already. Group 9 ที่ Love เนาะOkay. Group student ID. Okay. Group 10 will be Punawat, Pirawit, Nithiwat. Right now we have 10 group. Okay. Anyone doesn't have group yet? Please type in the chat box so you could ask other group to join with them. Let me see. I need to refresh LEB2. Okay, there are more. เมื่อกี้ 10 ใช่ไหม 6 7 8 9 10 แล้วเนอะ Okay, 10. Group 11. Number 2. ไม่ no. Group 11. Pasakon and Lishutham. I heard a student just joined. If you haven't checked the attendance, please type your name in the chat box. Yes. Right now we have group activity like 2 to 3 people. So a member need to make the group in the LEB2. And then if you need the My Robot template, I could send it again if you need to use it. Okay, for anyone who just joined. Let me look at the LEB2 here. Right now, 11 group. Okay, group 12. Pop, Nathavat, and Mangon. Okay. Meanwhile, I will make the breakout room so that you could start work in your team with your team. I will make, let's say, like 15 first for now. I will let you guys choose room by yourself based on the group number, based on the LEB2 list of group, okay, that I mentioned earlier. If you don't remember, just ask me again. Okay, I will look for you. Right now I have 12 group. Okay, I will create 15 just in case. Before I open it, is there anyone that doesn't have group yet? Because I know that some group have like 2 people. So if anyone doesn't have group, you could tell that so that you could ask some group that you could ask a group whether you could join them. Let's see. Right now, I keep refresh the LEB2 in case there are more group. Right now, I have 12 group. I heard a student just joined. If you haven't checked attendance, please type in the chat box. If you doesn't have group yet, because today is a group work, group of 2 to 3, just let me know. Okay. For now, I will open the breakout room. As I mentioned, I will open around the breakout room approximately 1 hour, meaning that at around 11:05, I will call everyone back to inform you guys about the final assignment. okay. It is okay if you haven't finished your work, but at least the brainstorming part should be done because I suggest like 15 minutes for brainstorming and then you could see the overall picture, whether it's have different aspect, and then you could move on to the organizing ideas part. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. I will open it right now. You could select the loom number based on your group number. If you don't remember your group number, let me know. I will file for you. Right now I have 12 group. Okay. You will need to create a new Miro board or Canva board, but you could copy the template if you use Miro board. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Right now, 10:04 until 11:04. We will get back together.
อาจารย์ครับ บุญยวีกับ
ค่ะ
จิรพัฒน์กลุ่มที่เท่าไหร่นะ
ได้แป๊บนึงนะเดี๋ยวอาจารย์ดูให้ ต้นอยู่เหมือนกันไหมนะอ๋อเดี๋ยวนับใหม่ก่อนนะ1 2 3 4ครับ
ขอบคุณมากครับ
ครับ Right now okay since I let student choose the loom by yourself, you need to click the loom number. There should be a pop-up somewhere that you could click to join. But if you cannot, I am able to assign you as well. Yeah. If anyone want me to assign you to the loom, just let me know. Today is the 6th, right? Okay, correct.อืมนักศึกษาหลุดไปหรือเพิ่งเข้ามาเอ่ยเดี๋ยวนั้นมีใครเพิ่งเข้ามาไหมอาจารย์อาจจะได้อธิบายในห้องใหญ่มีกลุ่มกันครบแล้วเนาะใช่ไหมมีใครจะให้อาจารย์แอสไซน์ไปที่ห้องที่เพื่อนอยู่ไหมบอกอาจารย์ได้นะ ตอนนี้อาจารย์เปิดเบรกเอาท์รูมแล้ว อืม
นะครับได้ยินป่ะครับ
ได้ยินครับ ว่าไง
อา
เอ่ย
จารย์ขอดีเทลอีกรอบได้ไหมครับผมงงๆอะครับ
อ่า ก็วันนี้เนาะหลักๆ โจทย์วันเนี้ย brainstorm กลุ่มละ2 ถึง 3 คนเนาะโดยโจทย์หลักอ่ะคือรถเข็นเนาะตอนเนี้ยเราก็อาจจะนึกไว้ก่อนก็ได้ว่ารถเข็นมันมีปัญหาอะไรไหมมันมีข้อจำกัดอะไรไหมแต่ตอนเนี้ยระหว่างที่ brainstorm อ่ะเราจะมีสับไอเทมเนาะซึ่งก็จะเป็นแมลง1 ชนิดที่กลุ่ม
ผลไม้
เราเลือกนะกับผลไม้1 ชนิดคือทั้งกลุ่มเลือกเหมือนกันเนาะเลือกอันเดียวเนาะต่อกลุ่ม
ครับ
ไม่ใช่เลือกอันเดียวหมายถึงเลือกชนิดเดียวของแต่ละอย่าง
โอเคครั
หลั
บ
งหลังจากนั้นเราก็ทำคล้ายอาทิตย์ที่แล้วเลยเนาะเรา brainstorm แต่ละอย่าง brainstorm เสร็จเราค่อยดึงลักษณะมันมาจุดไหนที่สามารถนำมาแก้ปัญหาหรือมาลดข้อจำกัดบางอย่างของรถเข็นได้อะไรเงี้ยเนอะเราก็นำเสนอไอเดียเดี่ยวแต่ละคน พอนำเสนอไอเดียเดี่ยวแต่ละคนเสร็จสิ่งที่เพิ่มเข้ามาอาทิตย์เนี้ยคือ ให้ในกลุ่มเราคุยกันด้วยว่า เนี่ย เราเสนอไอเดียเดี่ยวแบบเนี้ย แต่ว่าอันที่จะสรุปเป็นไอเดียกลุ่มเราอ่ะ มันจะเป็นรถเข็นแบบไหนนะ ที่จะเป็นข้อสรุปของกลุ่ม อันนี้คือภาพใหญ่เนาะแต่เวลาเราส่งงานเนี่ยมันจะมีภาพย่อยนิดนึงที่เราจะต้องส่งที่เป็นไอเดียเดี่ยวที่เรานำเสนอ กับมีตัวแทนกลุ่มอ่ะส่งเป็นลิงก์ก็ได้ลิงก์ไมโลหรือลิงก์แคนวาที่เราใช้ แต่แค่ต้องเวลาแชร์ต้องให้อาจารย์ access ได้อ่ะ
ครับ โอเคครับ
ครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
ครับ แล้วเรามีกลุ่มแล้วเนาะใช่ไหม
มีแล้วครับ มีแล้วครับ
โอเคค่ะได้อืมเรารู้เลขกลุ่มไหมเราต้องเข้าไปจอยกับเพื่อนปะหรือว่าจะนั่งทำในห้องเมนก็อันนี้ก็ไม่ติดอะไร
อ๋อ
ได้
ผมอยู่ใน Discord ครับอาจารย์
อ๋อเข้าใจแล้ว โอเค ครับอืมโอเค มีใครมีคำถามเพิ่มเติมไหมที่อยู่ในห้องตอนนี้ค่ะ Let me double check here กลุ่ม6 I heard a student just joined but maybe disconnect อืม โอเคแป๊บนึงนะทำไรรับของเหรอ